Welcome to the final season of the Sprite Cup Series. We're live here at Texas Motor Speedway for race 13 out of 20. We have 38 cars lined up for tonight's race. It should be a good one. Let's take a look at your drivers to watch for. Jimmie Johnson starts on pole for tonight's race. He has been very dominant here at Texas in real-life NASCAR. He's hoping for one last win in his limited starts this season. Chase Elliott currently seconded points to championship leader William Byron. Tonight, his main goal is to close the gap between him and his Hendrick teammate. Helio Castroneves returns for another one-off start. IndyCar has gone to Texas in the past, so Helio is no stranger to this racetrack. He hopes for a strong showing here tonight. William Byron is your current points leader coming into today. His main objective, maintain that points lead. Christopher Bell had a not-so-good race last week at Nashville, involved in an early wreck. Could not rebound from there. Tonight, he hopes to make up lost ground and get back in the title fight. Denny Hamlin, defending series champion, emerging as a contender in the title fight. He's looking for a good points day today to maintain his status as a championship contender. Now, let's go trackside for the command.
Texas, are you ready? Drivers, start your engines!
Cars fired up and roll off for 12 laps around Texas Motor Speedway. Now let's look at your starting lineup. On the pole is Jimmie Johnson, and to his outside is Chase Briscoe. Behind them, it's a pair of Chevys, Chase Elliott and Ross Chastain. Inside, row 3, Joey Logano, and IndyCar's Helio Castroneves. Then we have Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson. Then we have Riley Herbst making his Sprite Cup Series debut, and William Byron, the current points leader. Behind them, it's Brian Blaney and Christopher Bell. And we have another pair of Chevys, Austin Dillon, Carson Hocevar. Then we have Noah Gragson and Denny Hamlin. Behind them, Martin Truex Jr. and Austin Cindric. Behind them, it's Tyler Reddick and Brad Keselowski. Then we have Reddick's 2311 teammate, Bubba Wallace, alongside Josh Berry. Behind them, it's John Hunter Nemechek and Kyle Busch. Then we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Corey LaJoie in a new ride for Rick Ware Racing. Behind them, Ryan Preece and Daniel Suarez. Then we have Eric Jones and Harrison Burton. Towards the back, we have Justin Haley also making his Sprite Cup Series debut alongside his Spire Motorsports teammate, Zane Smith. Then we have a pair of Fords, Chris Buescher, Todd Gilliland. Then we have Michael McDowell and Alex Bowman. And rounding out the field, it is Shane Van Gisbergen and AJ Allmendinger. Let's take a look at our race analysis for tonight. 12 laps around Texas Motor Speedway, 38 cars, and Jimmie Johnson is on the pole. We are ready to go green here at Texas. Green flag is out in the air. We're racing here at Texas. Jimmie Johnson grabs the early lead as they come off of turn 2. Ross Chastain around the outside. He's dead even with Chase Elliott going down the front stretch as Jimmie Johnson leads the first lap. Chase Elliott trying to close in on his former teammate to try to take the lead away. Here comes Chastain around the outside again to take that second spot away. He can't quite make it happen. Johnson maintains the lead. Behind them in the back, two Toyotas up into the wall. It is Ty Gibbs and Riley Herbst. Caution is out on lap 3 here at Texas. Joe Gibbs and 2311 cars tangle in turn 2. Let's take a look at that replay. Looks like coming down on the 91 of Castroneves, Gibbs must have thought he was clear turned himself. Spins in front of Riley Herbst. Poor Riley Herbst had nowhere to go. That's a tough break for both of them. They're out of the race. Ready to restart on lap 5 out of 12 here at Texas. Pace car pulls off. Green flag back in the air. Elliott dead even with Jimmy Johnson to come off turn 2. Oh, behind them, trouble, big crash behind the leaders. Everyone else trying to get by. Chase Briscoe, Elio Castroneves, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, and Martin Truex Jr. The big one at Texas. What in the world happened? Let's take a look at that replay. Ross Chastain came up across the nose of the 22. That got him sideways. He spins in front of the field and causes a big pileup. Let's take a look at it again. Logano has to check up. When he gets blocked by the 1, that causes Elio Castroneves to run into the back of him. And it's on from there. Let's take a look at it one more time in super slow-mo. Logano comes down, tags the 14. Gets T-boned by the 5. Briscoe gets T-boned by the 91. Logano gets piled into by Bubba Wallace and gets T-boned again by Martin Truex Jr. Exactly what happened last week at Nashville with Christopher Bell. Those two definitely feeling some deja vu tonight here at Texas. And 4 other cars get caught up with them. Tough break for all of these guys. They're out of the race. We're finally ready to go back green. We'll be at the halfway mark of the race. 6 laps to go here at Texas. Green flag is back out. Chastain gives a great push to Chase Elliott going into turn 1. Chastain to the inside to try to take the lead away. Can't quite get the pack. He's going to try the outside now. Crosses Elliott over. Looks like he's going to take the lead as the field flies by down the front stretch. Down the back stretch now, Elliott back to the inside. Takes the lead away from Ross Chastain. Elliott leads that lap. Chastain not giving up though. Here comes around the outside. He clears Elliott. Elliott now around the outside. Trying to take lead back, and he spins down the front stretch off the bumper of the 1. Back up across the track. Collects more of them. Caution is out with 3 laps to go at Texas. And the 4 championship contenders, the top 4 in the championship, get caught up in a wreck. What are the odds? What happened? Chastain trying to tuck in behind Chase Elliott. Made the move too early. Turns the 9. The 9 goes spinning into the grass, comes back up across the track. Gets piled into, or T-boned, by the 20 of Christopher Bell. He gets piled into by William Byron, and then the 9 gets T-boned by Denny Hamlin. Huge championship implications for all 4 of the victims of this wreck. And it all got started by Ross Chastain turning the 9. Real tough break for all of them. They're out of the race. This will set us up for an overtime finish here at Texas. Green flag is back out. 2 laps of racing to go. Tyler Reddick gives a great push to Jimmy Johnson. He will take the lead going through 1 and 2. Here they come back around through 3 and 4. Chastain gets blocked by the 84 of Johnson. Final lap here. Chastain gets turned into the 84. They both go up into the wall. Meanwhile, Blaney and Buescher battling it out for the win. Off here they come off of turn 4. Chris Buescher wins this absolute wreckfest of a race at Texas. And a real tough break for the 2 leaders at the white flag. A bit of karmic justice for Chastain if you feel so inclined, for the incident that put us into this overtime finish. racing for the lead with Jimmy Johnson. He goes to the inside. Blaney follows him, gets into the back bumper, turns the one up into the 84, and they both go up into the outside wall. Heartbreak for Jimmy Johnson. He's making a limited number of starts this season. This was probably his best shot at getting one last win before calling it quits. And it ends on the tow truck. As for Chastain, you can't say he didn't have this coming. But the benefactor in all of this is Chris Buescher. He will celebrate his win in front of his home crowd. Congratulations to Chris Buescher for winning here at Texas. Here are your final results. Chris Buescher gets the win here at Texas in front of his home crowd. Ryan Blaney was also close to stealing one, but Chris Buescher stole it from him. Tyler Reddick finishing third, a strong top five, as he continues his return to the Sprite Cup Series strong. Kyle Busch finishing fourth. Daniel Suarez with a strong top five. Barry with a strong top 10. A career best seventh for Carson Hocevar. Great effort from the young rookie. Brad Keselowski, Alex Bowman, AJ Allmendinger rounding out the top 10. AJ Allmendinger surprisingly able to finish in the top 10 after starting in the back. Noah Gragson finishing just shy of the top 10. Justin Haley finishing 19th in his Sprite Cup Series debut. Not too shabby. Corey LaJoie, the last of the lead lap cars to finish, as behind him, Ross Chastain and Jimmy Johnson crashed into the turn one wall on the final lap. And Elliott, Hamlin, Bell, Byron, huge championship implications for them following that late race crash. The race favorite, Helio Castroneves, has to settle for a DNF after Chastain blocking Logano caused the big one. And then Ty Gibbs and Riley Herbst, not the nights they wanted to have, especially Riley Herbst. His first ever Sprite Cup Series race, and he ends up finishing dead last. And here are your point standings after tonight. William Byron is still able to salvage the points lead. Chase Elliott, close behind him, 12 points back. That gap has closed. Coming into today, it was 20 points, but Elliott has now gained 8 points on the leader. He did achieve his goal of closing that gap, but not in the way he wanted to. Ryan Blaney moves up to third after this race, and Chris Buescher jumps up to fourth after this win. Kyle Busch in fifth, Bell down to sixth, Denny Hamlin down to seventh. Josh Berry moving up into the top 10 in points after strong top 10 tonight. Kyle Larson still struggling to get back into the title picture, as he was involved in the big one tonight. Warren Driggs Jr. down to 16th. 2 consecutive DNFs. Not good for him. Harrison Burton now last of the drivers that have attempted all of the races this season. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 26th. Tyler Reddick, 27th. The best of the full-timers that made their starts at Indianapolis. Carson Hocevar up to 35th with this top 10, a career best 7th for him. And then Riley Herbst, a pitiful 1 point. That's a wrap for Texas. Next time we're on track, we'll be across the river from St. Louis, Missouri at Worldwide Technology Raceway. That race should be out in a couple of weeks if time allows. Stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed tonight's race here at Texas. This is Brandy Carr in the booth, signing off.